2010. This is a public hearing for the City of Lowell Zoning Board of Appeals. We have one matter on tonight. This is a continuance that was continued over from a few other meetings. It's ZB 2009, number 45, a request for a special permit, telecommunications. The applicant is Clear Wireless LLC. The property address is 403 Andover Street, and it's for the installation of telecommunication panel antennas, dish antennas, and related equipment inside a stealth steeple housing and related equipment on the side of a church for Clear Wireless according to Section 7.6 of the zoning ordinance. My understanding is the applicant is requesting a continuance until June 28th, 2010. And Mr. Thompson.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. Andrew Thompson on behalf of the applicant, 960 Turnpike Street, Canton, Mass. We are requesting a continuance to that date, working with the city solicitor and the city to see if an RFP at Duck Island is possible.
Okay. All right, so the request is to continue this until June 28th, 2010. Any comments from the board? Bill? Right, so just make sure that it gets all the, it's not, that the work isn't done the Friday afternoon before that, just so we have a chance to review it if possible, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, and Vesna? Corey?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I just would like an update to this point, where I know we haven't gone too far, but where are we as far as balloon testing?
We actually did a balloon test to be able to complete photo simulations this past Wednesday. Unfortunately, we had some issues with the weather, number one, on a couple of dates. That made it just absolutely impossible to float a balloon. And then again, just with Clearwire actually launching a new network, it's tough also to get the scheduling done. So we did get it done this past Wednesday, and we will be able to submit photo simulations from several different vantage points throughout the city, essentially in 360 degrees around the site for the board to review. And I think, we're more than willing to submit those, but we felt that it would be more appropriate at a time of a hearing regarding that particular site, I guess.
Okay, well, let's go to, I do echo Mr. Bailey's comments. Please, as soon as you can submit information to this board, the better off we'll all be. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, I think that's, we're requesting continuance, hoping to work with the city solicitor to determine the viability of the site with the city.
And maybe keep the neighborhood informed as well on their side.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they're anxious. Okay, thank you.
Just before I forget, did anybody clear that date with Mr. Maxim, the peer review specialist?
For the balloon test?
For the next hearing date of 6/28/2010. I know that.
We can do, I think he had given us his availability in May. I don't think he had given it to us out into June yet.
Okay,
So
as soon
certainly check.
as soon as possible, just make sure that he's aware of that date.
Sure.
Okay, and Rick, anything?
No questions, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, anybody here wishing to address the board on this matter? Again, it's being continued until June 28th, but since you're here, if anybody wants to make any very brief comments, the board would accommodate that. Welcome, sir.
Good evening. My name is Ken Gordon. I'm pastor of Lowell Mission Church located at 403 Andover Street. And again, let me say thank you to you, the zoning board, for hearing this petition and the opportunity to speak. I'm reminded of what Councilor Caulfield has often said and others in the City Council concerning public hearings, and that it's democracy at work, and we can gather together and agree to disagree. Much has been said, both in favor and opposition of this petition, and as you make your decision, I know that you need to kind of go through and think about, sift through this information and determine what is fact, opinion, and false. And as you do, I ask that you make your decision based on the facts and a clear conscience. And concerning facts, it's often that untrue and misleading statements can be wrongly conceived as factual or true. Someone once said that if you tell a lie over a long enough period of time, people will begin to believe that it's true. The same can be said of untrue, unfactual, and misleading statements, which many have expressed their opinion about in this situation. An example of this is the phrase cell tower. Nowhere in the reading of the petition did the phrase cell tower come up, or has it been mentioned, but people have often referred to it as this. It's even been referred to in height 55-foot cell tower, which simply is not the fact. Another misleading, unfactual comment that's been made is that if this steeple is built with the wireless equipment inside, that it somehow would make it a commercial or industrial piece of property, which is not true either, as any church with the steeple and wireless equipment already inside it now doesn't make it commercial or industrial. Also, another misleading quote or opinion that's been stated is that somehow the value of the homes in the area would decrease as a result of the steeple going up, and there's been no information to my knowledge that's stated that that's the case. Other things that have been said about the church, I've taken kind of personal, and people have said you shouldn't do that, but obviously it's not about the money on the church's end, as we would receive less than half the amount that was mentioned that Sullivan School would receive, or the city manager said that the city anticipates in receiving if it were to be placed at Duck Island. And actually, there's been information in a Lowell Sun city blog that there was a fundraiser that was offered to me, the pastor, and was denied because it was all about the money and receiving rent from Clearwire, and that simply is not true either. I understand that the FCC requires certain guidelines concerning the establishment of wireless facilities, one of which is to look at alternative sites, and Duck Island is an alternative site. And I would just question, where was the city's interest 6 months ago when this was first brought up? There was no interest. We'll probably eventually see that either site will work out for Clearwire, but which one best serves the residents of the city of Lowell and the neighborhoods involved is to be determined by you. Is it a 125-foot cell tower at Duck Island, or a 30-foot steeple to be added to a church? In my opinion, it's the 30-foot steeple to be added to the church. But it's a decision that you as the board will need to make. And as you come to your decision, I can ask that you consider everything that has been shared here on this concern and this issue. And as you do, to find out the facts and make your decision based on the facts and a clear conscience. And as you do, I know your decision will be as just and as fair as possible. Your decision is not an easy one, for to whom much is given, much is required. And as with each petition that you decide upon here at the board, I know it will be for the good of the city and the neighbors involved. Obviously, each side has their own biased opinion. However, may your decision be made unbiasedly, based on the facts, in a clear conscience. And respectfully, I ask that it not be based on an established relationship, a favor owed, behind-the-scenes discussion, or political influence. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else wishing to address the board briefly? Okay, hearing none, then I'll consider, I guess the board will consider a motion to continue until June 28, 2010.
Yes, Mr. Chair, with that being said, I'll make a motion to continue till January the 28th, 2010.
June 28th,
Wow,
2010.
June 28th, sorry.
Seconded by Mr. Bailey, so roll call, please.
Continue.
Continue to June 28th.
Continue to June 28th.
Continue to June 28th.
Okay, sir, this matter has been continued to June 28th. There'll be no further public hearing. Anybody wishing to address the board either for or against this petition is welcome to be here June 28, 2010, for any hearing. My understanding is sometimes this information is available beforehand in the building department's office. Anybody who wants to look at that before then is welcome to do so by coordinating with the building department if it's available. And if not, we will be here on the 28th to hear this petition. Thank you very much. Any further business, Mr. Clerk?
No, there's not, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
With that being said, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.